On TikTok, there's this trend where people do get 2 choices, but they can always just pick one. The winner stays and a new option appears until there are no options left. The last person standing is the winner. In this video, I will do the same but with classical music composers. Anton Webern against Strauss. Charles Gounod. Next one is Georges Bizet. Henry Purcell. Now it starts to be a bit harder. Giuseppe Verdi. I'm not the biggest Verdi fan, as you might know, but I'm also not the biggest Strauss fan. I do very much like The Blue Danube, great music piece. Othello is also quite cool, but I still go with Strauss. Johann Sebastian Bach, the goat of classical music. Yeah, I definitely have to switch here. No questions asked. I think the next rounds are all gonna be like quick fire rounds. Francis Poulenc, not even just a bit close. Rossini, nah. Paul Hindemith to go with Bach here, it's like, of course. Richard Strauss, I think I was wrong. I do very much like Strauss. And this is not a video of this is the best composer, otherwise you'll be done here. Bach is obviously the greatest composer. But most of the time, I do enjoy Richard Strauss more, so I'm gonna switch to Richard Strauss now. Dvorak. Alpine Symphony is great. Also sprach Zarathustra, Rosenkavalier, Salome, one of my favorite operas at least. But Dvorak is better. César Franck, nah, that's easy. Prokofiev, also easy. Samuel Barber, Dvorak, yeah, definitely. Wagner, this is also quite hard, but his operas are too long. Even classical musicians don't want to listen to them, so I definitely go with Dvorak. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, one of the greatest music geniuses of all time. But I still have to go with Dvorak. Probably now it's gonna be the quick fire round. Gershwin, sorry bro. Vivaldi, you're also out. Haydn, definitely out. Smetana, I do very much like the motto. It's a great music piece, but I still would go with Dvorak here. Beethoven. This is probably gonna be a hard one, but not for me, because I'm not the biggest Beethoven fan. I definitely go with Dvorak here. The next one is Chopin. The ballads, the scherzos and the sonatas are amazing. If I would have to decide between never listening to Dvorak 8 or 9, the American Suite, or between the sonatas, I still go with Dvorak. This one was very hard for me. The next one is also very hard. John Williams. I've kicked out Beethoven, Mozart and Bach for Dvorak, so I'm staying with Dvorak. This video was going to be boring if I just picked Dvorak all the time. Scriabin is out. Paul Dukas also out. Messiaen has some cool pieces, but goodbye. Ligeti, sorry, but I go with Dvorak. Khataturian, same thing, Dvorak. Debussy, probably when Ravel's coming, it's going to be harder for me, but I'm going with Dvorak again. Puccini, oh, this is also hard. I'm not the greatest opera fan, but Puccini is amazing. I have to keep on going with Dvorak. Brahms, for me an easy one. I like Brahms, but I definitely prefer Dvorak over Brahms. Stravinsky, this is also super hard. It's more like a personal taste here. The Sacre, the Firebird, Petrushka, absolutely amazing. But I go with Dvorak. Janacek, goodbye. Rachmaninoff. Oh, this is also so hard. I love Third Piano Concerto. Second one is also great. Symphonic dances are amazing. I go with Dvorak, sorry. Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov, Dvorak. Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach, Dvorak. Gabriel Fauré, do like King, but Dvorak. Stockhausen, obviously Dvorak. Anton Bruckner, I always considered him one of the top 3. This is hard. I very much like the late romantic harmonies of Bruckner. Wrote my bachelor's thesis about Bruckner. Screw it, I'm switching to Bruckner. Franz Liszt, love his B minor piano sonata. Took me quite some time to get to the point that I actually enjoy it, but I still have to go with Bruckner. Camille Saint-Saëns, definitely Bruckner. Claudio Monteverdi, Bruckner. Carl Maria von Weber, Bruckner. Alban Berg, also definitely Bruckner. Modest Mussorgsky, also definitely Bruckner. I like Pictures at an Exhibition, but I definitely prefer the orchestra version. And the orchestra version, as you might know, is not from Mussorgsky himself. So I go with Bruckner again. Arthur Honegger, Bruckner. Georg Friedrich Händel, definitely Bruckner. Edvard Grieg, Bruckner. Hector Berlioz. This is a difficult one. Symphonie Fantastique is maybe my favorite symphony of all time, but it's the only music piece I know from Berlioz, and I know quite a lot from Bruckner that I would not like to miss out on. But if I had to choose one for the rest of my life, I'm switching to Berlioz. I love Symphonie Fantastique so much, I'm switching. I cannot believe that I kicked out Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, all in the end for Dvorak now, switching to Berlioz. Borodin, don't know anything from him. Ciao, Edward Elgar, Berlioz, Berbolet. Of course, Berlioz. Jean Sibelius, Berlioz. Erich Wolfgang Korngold. I know a lot of people who very much like Korngold, but I have to go with Berlioz. Gustav Mahler, another one of those candidates that could switch the order here. Mahler has always been one of my favorites. I just love so much, especially the third one and 6 and 7. Also 9. Probably on another day I would have not switched out Berlioz for Bruckner, and then I would be Bruckner against Mahler. Very difficult, somehow similar but also very different. I'm switching to Mahler. I'm just too big of a Mahler fan. Dmitri Shostakovich, love his 5th Symphony, but I have to go with Mahler here. Benjamin Britten, also a fantastic composer, but Mahler. Robert Schumann, do like him, but of course Mahler. Bartók, also a great composer, but Mahler. Arnold Schönberg, definitely Mahler. Maurice Ravel. This is also one of those people. This is so hard. I love Ravel. Daphne Ciclo is probably the greatest orchestra suite that I know. Valse Noble and Sentimental is great. Ma Mère Loire. My favorite piano piece, Gaspard de la Nuit, is from Ravel. Probably on most other days I would stick with Mahler. But today I'm going with Ravel. Next one. Piotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. For those of you who have been watching my videos for a longer time, you might know that my favorite composer is Dvorak. Ravel is absolutely amazing, but Dvorak is always my number one. And if I had to pick one, I can't just pick Tchaikovsky, so I have to go with Tchaikovsky. Erik Satie, Felix Mendelssohn Bartholdy, Palestrina, Franz Schubert, Ottorino Respighi. And one thing I want to say is, depending on which day it is, you will pick different composers depending on how you feel. Sometimes you're just more on the vibe for Ravel than for Mahler. But I do find it interesting to put two composers right next to each other that you would normally not compare like Ravel and Mahler because they are so different in what they're doing. If you like this video, you might enjoy this one as well, so click right here. Thanks for watching, and we see each other in the next one.